Okay, so we're going to be creating a simple HMS, that's a hospital management system today. I've already created it, and these are some of the codes. Yeah. So we're going to rebuild it again from scratch for learning purposes. I've already done this already, mind you, but I'm just going to do it again so that you see how it was done. So let's get going. Where should we start from? Where should we start from? Okay. So let's start from index.html. That would be our login page. That would be our login page. So let's begin. So let me show you this really cool trick. So to start an HTML file, you just press the exclamation key, then enter. It gives you the preview to all the things you don't have to type anymore. Yeah. So let's get going. So basically, what we want to do is create a hospital management system with a login page, a sign up page, and a simple dashboard. With the logout page, I'll bring you back to the dashboard. It's that simple. We're not creating anything extraordinary. So we're going to be using JavaScript, sorry, CSS, and HTML. So let's get going. So the first thing we want to do is that we want to create in the body tag, that we want to create a form. So now let's make a form. Okay, so we've created a form. So let's give the form a header. Let's give the form a header. So let's say H2. So this is the login page. So log in, right? Login. Then let's create a few inputs. So input um the type, let's give it a type that's text. Yeah, that's the input type. And the name of the input is username, and then the ID is username as well. And then let's give a placeholder of username again. Okay, so let's keep going. So let's do the same for password. So let's just copy this, and then oh, we didn't close this right here. So let's close it and bring the line break. Let's do the same for here. The line break. Save that. The format has changed because I'm using tweet here, but then it will change again when we save again. So let's go forward. It's the same thing, it's just been rearranged. So let's go forward. So we've created the username and then the password. Let me see whether I got everything right. Oh, sorry. So for the password, the type for the password isn't text, it's password. This helps it hide the characters. And again, the name is not username, password. And then there is IDs of password. And then the placeholder icon is password. So let's go live. Let's go live. Let's see what we've done so far. Yes, so what this is what we've got into so far. It's not, it doesn't look like much, but we are getting there. We are getting there. Okay. So let's make a button, right? So you've inputted your password, you've inputted your username. There has to be a certain button you can click, right? So let's do that. So let's make a button. So we do button. So what ID do we want to give the button? So the button type, let's make it a submit. Then the name of the button, let's make it log in button. And what it should display, let's close that. And what it should display is log in, and that should be all. Let's give it a line break as well. Okay. So let's see how this looks. With oh, we close our browser. Okay, so this is how this looks. So let's continue. Yeah, do you see how it looks? See our login button right here. Okay, that doesn't look pretty now, but we are getting there. We are getting there. Okay, so we are done with the home, the login page. So let's go to the sign up page. As I said, I've already done this code, but then we are doing it from scratch again so that you can understand what we are actually doing. So let's clean it all up. Let me show you my trick again. Just the exclamation mark, enter, to get you to just type in the body. It gets rid of just the configuration stuff, things you already know already, things you know how to do already. So you just go straight to the body. Let's create another form. So what was I typing? Oh, what did I do? Okay. So let's create another form. Let's just so inputs. So the type is text. The ID is username. The name is username. The placeholder is username. So it's not necessary to bring all these the ID and the name again, but then to make this site um more developable. So we are basically not creating a full stack website. This is just the front end. We don't have a CSS and um some other things. We are not making a full stack website. But then how we are doing with all these could be easier to make a full stack website. So let's keep going. So the placeholder is username. So let's close it up and break it right here. So that's the placeholder. So username, the text ID is username, name is username, the placeholder is username. Right, so that's about it. So let's create another one. Before that, let's see how it looks. Uh, there it is right here, username. So let's do another one. Copy this. So this is, let's make this, I don't know, email. Yeah, so there's a type of input named email, ID, email, name, email again, a placeholder, email. Okay, so we're done with this. So let's see when you're signing up, you need your phone number. Most of the time, you need your phone number. So let's make this type tel for telephone. Yeah, so tel for telephone. Then ID, let's make it tel. Let's make it telephone. Let's make it tel number. Yeah, that sounds okay. Tel number. So let's make this closer. Input. So let's see how it's looking like. So this is what we've created so far. So oh, we didn't give it a header. I knew we were forgetting something. So let's let everybody know that this is the sign up form. So let's make it a eight on H2. So H2. Um, so let's see. Uh, that's great. That's just beautiful. So let's get to our PHP. So we've done these two things. So did we do a button for the sign up? No, we did not. So let's do a button for the sign up as well. Let's do a button for the sign up as well. Okay. Please sign up. So let's create a button. Open the phone. So you remember the syntax for the button. And just yes. So the button. What's the name of the button? So let's see. Sign up. The what should it say? Submit, right? That seems okay. Yeah, so that's the type of button. Oh, we get it for that. So the button type is set. Okay, so I think we are done. Let's see how it's looking like. Oh, we didn't save our code. Where is it? Submit. So right now we've made our code. It's good, but it's not looking very nice as we'd wanted. So let's give it a little bit of color, a little bit of design. Yeah. So login page of CSS. As you see, I've already done this, but let me take you through it. So let's do it again. So first of all, let's give a body a general background color of let's say brown. Brown. Oh, that's this. Let's see. Let's see. I have no idea what color that is, but then it popped up, so I used it anyway. So let's say form. That's editing how our form should look like. So let's see background. Let's make that uh, the F7. F7, F8, F9. Okay, that seems okay. I had to. You don't really have to remember all these colors, but then I did it a while ago, so I try really hard to remember, and I remember them. But then you don't have to really remember this colors. You can just click on it and select the one that you want. Okay. So let's keep going. So let's go to color. So the color is let's give it 333. Like I said again, you don't have to keep these things in your head. I just remember them because I just did them, but then you don't have to keep them in your head. Oh, I'm very sorry. Set a timer. That's what we're doing. So let's go to the padding. So the padding refers to the space in front and behind. The padding, I don't know how to explain patterns. Like the thing, how close other things can get to what we are building. That's the four. So that's basically what pattern is. So let's give it 15%. That seems about right. Oh, why is it giving us this? Is it because of the sports color, the American military? Let's see. Okay. So let's go on. So for the radius. So this is all just to give the page that we're going to. So no radius. Let's go 15 pixel. What is 15 pixel? So box radius. Let's box shadow. Let's give a box shadow. All this is just to make the site look a little bit better. So 0 pixels, 20 pixels. Um, so 0.2. So that's it. So let's do margin top. That's 20 pixels. Let's do text align. Let's say center. So that everything is centered. Yeah. So I just see what I just did was saving. So we are using the prettier for WhatsApp. So it just automatically just makes everything look a bit nice. So from so this is editing the H2 header that we have. So this is editing the H2 header that we have. So margin, okay. Let's just add some space at the bottom. Just make it 20. So why is it giving us an error? Oh, spot bottom now. Yes, I think that's about it for form H2. So let's see the inputs in the form. So form, that's not, sorry, inputs. So this is editing all the inputs in the form. So let's make the width. Let's say top 10%. Let's make the padding. Let's make it 12 pixels. Let's make the margin 10 pixels. Uh, let's make the border radius 8 pixels. Uh, let's make the border 1 pixel solid. Uh, this is for basically just to make the whole page, the form part look nice. So then font size. Just I do like Why would they talk about somebody?